this reality is divided between like light and darkness. We choosing which direction we heading in this life. It is like God and evil, this devil, Satan, Mara, Maya, whatever you want to call it, or God, Allah, existence. There are two sides. They are clashing with each other like two energy inside of us. That's all of it happening inside of our body and mind. It's up to what direction in life, what actions, what activities we're choosing in life, what guiding us in our mind. We may choose that whisper from the Satan, choose those bad habits, bad activities of the life. But it is way, Satan, devil can give you everything, but it is way to hell. For a while you may have good, you may have everything, he can give you everything, but it will be slowly degrading you, degrading your mind, energy of the body, till you completely will be left with nothing. And God can lift you up from that when you degrade that, when your senses and everything will be overburdened. Then you may wake up at some time and moment and ask God existence for correction. You humans breaking themselves inside by their own will, free will. But correction don't look this way. Correction is from existence, God, Allah. And actually that experience is from God. You cannot create such an experience which will be creating you, improving you. This is God-given experience. We with our minds, with that ego, quite often chasing things in life. But it is way towards degradation quite often. We overusing our senses. We think everything is permitted. We can do whatever we like, however we like. But this is false. There is time and moment when we may wake up with heaviness inside. And we asking ourselves question, where I get this from, all of that? Why I'm happy? Why I'm unhappy? Why I'm heavy? Why things don't work in life? Because your senses are destroyed. You did certain activities for too long, for too much. You get into anger, into different things of this kind, and energy is low, frequency is low. You develop depression, anxiety in all of those conditions. This is very late, and it's really difficult to pick yourself up from that sorrow when you experience this. But when you ask for help in your heart, God, existence, Allah, Krishna, whatever you want to call it, He's always there to give you experience of correction. You will have choice then to correct what you broken. You will be on the path of improvement, on very uncomfortable. There will be very many uncomfortable experiences on the way to pick yourself up, to just fix what you broken. The quickest way to correct yourself is to do something like prison officers doing. Actually, this is their duty. They are for reason called correctional officers, correctional. Because if they understand that way very precisely and well, they can influence that soul which is degraded inside with their own energy and correct that person. Not by force really, but by internal energy, by that pureness, pure soul inside. With that pure soul is there, and understanding is there. But actually all of this is God experience. Suddenly that person, that soul may get experience, and all what is accumulated can be released by permission of existence, by that force, internal wisdom, intelligence, higher intelligence. There is as well to way to release it through prayer meditation, but this is quite slow process. Quickest way is when existence give you experience, purely by existence, and you will recognize that at this very moment something happening. I'm raging and I see next to me or around someone doing something really not right, not correct. This may be moment where when you find the courage and you have right spaciousness, energy to correct that situation, to say to somebody, this is not right, this is not okay, you're doing wrong, it is wrong direction. You have right to correct that person like a mother can correct her child. You actually speaking at that moment to that Satan, to that ignorance inside, that illusion which is accumulated in another human being. It can be as well in you. We are full of those things. We collected them from millennia of our existences. Through our ignorance, we chosen wrong ways, wrong paths. Prayer and meditation is a preparation to your way, your straight path, your activity, your doing, your gift. It's slowly opening your heart, mind, purifying that. But as well, existence will be giving you experiences from time to time to act upon that, what you learn, what is your piece of cake. All of it is about to clear the energy inside, pacify those entities which we collected on the way. And more empty that space is, more you have access to that space, more you can act from the place of purity and wisdom. And more life will be easygoing, more pleasant. When we full of that contamination, this darkness, that life isn't pleasant, that life is full of sorrow, full of hardship, difficulties, heaviness, depression, anxiety. But the more that vessel is pure, empty, the more better you feel, the more access to life, aliveness you got. And life is more friendly and doors opening one after another. It's as well a way to find how to disarm that ego. That ego at the beginning is like an atomic bomb. It's just harmful. You're full of poison inside, full of contamination, full of imprints. But on that way of God, existence, Allah, all of it will be like disarmed, dismantled. When we pray and meditate, like I'm sitting now, we are able to observe what is accumulated inside. Your feelings, your emotions, observe the thoughts, finding yourself in the gap between the thoughts, in that empty space. It's relaxing your nervous system, so you function better. When we act from the place of ego, from that ignorance, arrogance, this is false identity in us. There is many of them built up through millennia of our existences. Just false identities. We don't really know who we are, where it's coming from. the more we instill ourselves, more we raise that awareness, that frequency, that energy to positive one, the better we function, better all of this goes. The goal is to keep yourself in that elevated awareness frequency. Then all doors to life, aliveness may open. When that ego, this Satan, that Mara Maya keeps us low, and this is what this does, it keeps us low. Many of us in that world, then it will be doing everything to degrade you even more and still keep you down low, so you cannot rise. It is really hard when we find ourselves so low, or we are depressed, or we got those already imprints inside. Then this element, egoic element, this Satan will be doing everything to just degrade you more, to not allow you to see. And it will be horrifically difficult road. But when God is with you, when that spark is in you awaken, then God will be with you, leading you and giving you experiences, if you only will be willing to take them on the board. And they will be very not comfortable, scary, many of those. But further you go, more courage, more spaciousness, intelligence, wisdom you acquire, then more likely you will be able to act upon this, what you see around, what is before you, what you're supposed to do. Like I said at the beginning, this is fight between good and evil, God and Satan, light and darkness. And it's happening within us, in our minds. Human being can be full of that crap, that darkness, and he will be lying, cheating, harassing, will be angry. All of those qualities will be speaking through him. Or he can be loving, well-mannered, wise, that God wisdom will be inside of him, leading him into right paths, into correction of that world. It's actually about that world, entire world, to make that world beautiful place to live. Peaceful, quiet, silent. Not like destroyed place full of criminals. This is reality. We may live in that reality or that reality. It's all happening in our mind. But once we degrade that vessel, it's really difficult to pick yourself up from that. We may not be able to see the light for a very, very long period of time, if this will be possible at all. And once you awaken down there low, then perhaps, and God give you that spark inside, then it will be super difficult experience. I quite often compare this to death experience, like you meeting death over and over and over, or meeting some hostile, harsh experiences of life beating you, to just beat out of the best of you, to remove, extract from you that darkness, accumulated darkness. And once that darkness is there, that darkness is also wise and intelligent. It don't want to be corrected, don't want to be uprooted. It will be fighting for survival. It is like hostile energy somewhere in your body, in your mind, accumulated here and there. It may cause illnesses, cause different unpleasant experiences. Your mind will be recorded and will be rereading the same experience over and over and over till you not go through this successfully till you not soften that heart, that inner ruch, spaciousness inside. It's about softness inside. If you are transparent and can look at experience, event, emotions, feelings, thoughts from that transparent, soft space. When we're full of heaviness and that congestion is there, then it is tormentful experience. We're going through this over and over and over, like broken clutch in the car. There are many religions, and all of them are God-given. It's like creation create that for us humans, because we got different minds and different approach is necessary for all them conditions we got inside, energies. For one person this way may work, for another person that way may work. It not means one is better than another. It means all of this is necessary and we might choose what will suit us best. Actually, this is existence choosing according to conditions which we have inside. I would say, for me, I went through many different religions. Like, I've been Catholic, born as a Catholic. Later on I turned into Satanism. After 20 years I went into Buddhism, Christianity, Hare Krishna, Islam. And actually on Islam I stopped, because I found out this is the method for me. 5 times a day, 5 daily prayers, you're coming back to the same space. You're training yourself again how to be and how to observe from that space. From that place, internal place of tranquility. But actually every religion doing the same. It will teach you how to be still, how to find that tranquility inside, spaciousness, and keeps observing your feelings, emotions. Some religions pray, bow, do mantras, lay on the ground, doing sitting prayer meditation. Some religions have recitations like in Quran recitation. All of this teach you how to be still, how to be focused on one place, point inside of you, and observe what appearing inside of you, what kind of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. That existence of ours is a given experience to be joyful human being, to go through that life joyfully, to experience that life. But when we degrade ourselves, we are not able to smile, not able to experience that life joyfully. It all depends from what we do to that vessel inside, to that ruch, heart center. For example, people in prison, majority of them, found themselves there, and this is for reason. They recorded those imprints, hostile imprints inside. So life is super intelligence on organizing that and putting us in the right place between right people to correct us. And if we not listen, we may go even lower and lower and lower. Entire that environment which surrounds us is given experience according to correct you inside. Those people have something inside of them which can correspond with you to correct you or give you wisdom, give you some teaching, or you may be teacher to them. There is no mistake here. You are always at a right time and moment on the timeline of existence. There is no mistake what kind of experience you're getting, what place you are in life. Sometimes we don't see it, but once we meditate, pray, we're getting that awareness. We start to see that picture like a puzzle which was everywhere fragmented in different places, that slowly the puzzle start be in one frame. When we are when that ego, that Satan possessed us, we are full of imprints. We are like on autopilot. We don't know what we're doing, what we're saying, like Jesus said. We often lying, cheating, harassing, do all those nasty things to another fellow human being, to ourselves. We hurting ourselves, we abusing ourselves. We think everything is possible and nothing is, we won't have consequences from those actions, those doings. But all of this may abuse our senses to such a degree that we land in that matrix, that hellish mind prison. We will be like rejected from the heart, abandoned. Like this world is really divided by that hell and heaven. Heaven is when you are alive, hell is when you are dead on the heart level, when your energy is degraded. Then you going into that second category world. When life giving you unpleasant experiences, when nothing is provided, you have to fight, and you're fighting, you are angry, you have all those bad qualities. Our life can be that pleasant life, full of abundance. It depends where from we see it and understand. If there is trace of stillness in us, tranquility, if we can observe that, or we lost that completely. That light can be covered by the darkness when there is plenty of imprints inside. We may not see clearly, not at all. If you want to ask me any question, I'm here to answer. Just after meditation, I will look into those questions. I may even answer to your mailbox. Usually when we are young, we think we can do anything. This is the place and moment quite often when we falling into the troubles, different troubles, with trying everything. Of course, we have to try to know how it tastes, but some people, many people, trying this to such a degree that later on that temple is so contaminated and dark that is almost not possible to come out from this. We're collecting that inside. Our mind, those pictures, images, traumas. And if this mind become hostile, evil, we will start creating negative thoughts. We may start projecting evil around. Our mind can start creating those negative thoughts, and we are in that vicious cycle of suffering at that time. We may start hurting other people, hurting ourselves, without even knowing we are in that loop. We are in that Satan possessing us. It's ultimately what we do to our mindset, that temple. What we injected, what we given, what we open doors to, what we given life to. Every hostile action, activity, leaving marks in us, living like entities, hostile energies inside. They later on will be projecting and acting in us, will be re-recorded, and played like broken record in our mind. Mind become negative, and from there we may say we are in hell, because this mind will start giving us back. This experience is read over and over and over. And to correct that, we have to rewrite the mind, actually empty. We doing this? I don't think so. Through by looking at that for last 30 years, it is really God-given experience. We cannot create experience of the future, next 5 minutes, next 1 hour, or 1 day, 1 year. We don't know what will be in the future, what will arise in 1 hour time. Those correctional experiences are really purely God-given experiences. There is always a right time and moment when something may happen, when suddenly your broken energy, distorted energy, low frequency will be elevated to higher level of consciousness. It's simply, frankly, saying that certain experiences of life breaking us, degrading our energy, drugs, alcohol, sex in bad meaning of that, abusive. When we abuse others, people abuse ourselves, abuse our senses. We're doing this without balance, without measures. We are not aware, we are not present with what we're doing. When we lost that presence, then all of it will bear horrific experiences of life in the future. It's leaving marks in form of energy inside, degraded energy. But more we are corrected, more empty inside, more effortless we feel, more healthy we are, more better we feel, more better we function thing. It's about right flow of energy. When your nervous system is relaxed, easygoing, happy, joyful. It's about access to your own source of energy, to aliveness within. When energy is degraded, full of darkness, that temple is full of darkness, we developing illnesses, life giving us harsh experiences, hostile ones. Life generally will become unpleasant. But we may be so familiar with that experience that we take it as a reality, our reality, as a normal. Anger can become normal for us. Hatred can become normal. Stealing can become normal. Lying can become normal when we're full of that. At that moment we are like possessed by Satan. He is our master, not God anymore, not light, love, peace, tranquility. When person is cleansed from inside, is pure, he is instantly recognizing those things. He learned the lessons, he knows how it tastes, how degraded energy tastes, and which activities causing degradation of that energy, what is permitted, what is not. Perhaps we have to taste that darkness before we know what is light and love. Or perhaps sometimes it is God-given experience as a test if we will be able to pick ourselves from that sorrow, to challenge darkness of that world. When we're challenging something, correcting something, somebody, we may change something in that universe, that world, for better. It won't appear anymore in our environment. When we have enough spaciousness, purity, clarity inside, we may approach certain experiences and correct that. We may look into Satan's eyes and say no when we recognize that what we're talking to, when we recognize that illusion. Behind every unconscious activity in life is that Satan, that illusion, that matrix, that grip, that human is kept in grip of that, in that condition, that bad habit, bad energy, hostile energy. He is kept by that like a prisoner. We got many of those prisons inside, those identities, which life, God, Allah, existence, constantly try to strip us out of those, dismantle all of that, which is hard because we really keep that in our hand. We don't want to let go. It is not easy. That's why we having those difficult, uncomfortable life experiences, sometimes illnesses. to just break that. We just have to find a way how to align with our energy, feel that aliveness and energy, that spaciousness, that tranquility inside. Then life will start flow well. When you elevate your frequency, your energy, then all of this will be well in life, pleasant, not hostile. But when we are low, then all this horror happening. All the illnesses, you are not resistant for different illnesses, for different things. You have not that shield barrier, but once you start pray, meditate, you creating that shield and barrier around. God will protect you. Allah existence will protect you in many situations, and you will notice that potentially something horrible, horrific supposed to happen, but it didn't. So you're asking yourself question, why it went this way? What protect me? What is this? We, with our ego, with that hostility inside, creating burden to ourselves, hostile energy. We may not be aware, not be conscious at that time, and do lots of harm to ourselves. And others. But we may as well awaken, we may have that spark inside and start recognizing that your own mind acting, that ego, against you. And you may try to correct this with help of existence, God, Allah. That will be God-given experience. Many of those experiences will require courage or constant approach till you recognize what is your piece of cake, how you can execute that experience which will appear before you. The more you meditate, more you pray, more you allow yourself to be in that stillness, that tranquility, the quicker that expansion will go. Purification, emptiness. It's like training muscles in the gym. They grow stronger. The same is with your mind. Prayer will teach you with time how to meditate, how to just sit still, observe. Feel whatever emotions, feelings, movements, thoughts are inside of your body and mind. When that movement stops, you may start observing that. I noticed that for years my core was so active. I had so active mind, so negative mind. But when I kept praying, even if I wasn't able to observe and feel those things, then God still was in me, with me, and kept pacifying those things, which I accumulated inside. And there was time simply like I seen the light, like I started having that gap inside between thoughts, be able to just sit still and observe more and more and more. This is slow expansion with Him. And even in my place, after this is actually 30 years experience, when I become aware at age of 17. But about 10 years ago, I started practicing different religions solid, because I discovered I need to change. Otherwise, this what I accumulated will kill me. That I understood there was no life for me. So at this very moment when I'm sitting here, I still have a lot to learn. Everyone. That's never-ending story. But story is equated this way. You either live your experience, your life experience, with joy, with love and peace, abundance, or you're living low, deprived of everything. It's ultimately what we do, how we do in life. Once life starts functioning not correctly, not well, that means we did something wrong, something which existence, God Allah was not happy about, which we did through ignorance, without stillness, without awareness. There is no mistakes here. How our life looks like, where we are, what experience we're having around. But we may have impact over it, and we may decide to change that. It's our free will and choice. Trick is to be aware all the time, be observant all the time, whatever flows through you. Be like you're inside of your inner body. Feel it, observe it. So your sitting meditation, like I'm doing now, can be permanent. You may do different activities and still be aware, still be observant, still know where is the background of those energies, activities around experiences, where it is coming from, what creating that, what kind of experience, what kind of energy is behind.